right. I think we're live. We're doing it live. We're back here.
Live. Oh shit! Oh, we're recording already.
We're recording. Right. It's all good.
Morning drinkers, everyone. It's a hot day.
Hot fucking day.
What are you doing with all this ass?
Yeah, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday afternoon.
Double cheeked up
on a Thursday afternoon. The sun's still out.
Yeah. God, I wish I could say everything.
I was listening to that.
I want to get it where it looks like I'm naked under here.
Oh, that comedy radio station that I listen to, Comedy Now, 94.9 HD3, San Diego.
Well,
shout out to them.
Hold on.
So 94.9 has 3 substations. It has like 94.9 rock,
right? The alternative
94.9 reggae, 94.9 comedy.
How do you access these?
I'll show you my trick later. But
it's only accessible through your truck?
No, if you have the HD radio option in your head unit.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the radio in your car?
A couple times.
All right. If you notice on the screen, there'll be like little numbers 1, 2, 3.
Sure. And I thought those are just the presets.
Not on the side. I'm talking about like on like when it shows you like the radio
on the
station
touch screen.
On the when it the screen that shows the panel that shows you the radio station you're actively listening to.
Right.
There should be little numbers in the corner of that little panel.
Ooh, I haven't paid attention. Maybe there aren't on mine. I don't know.
So this is how I found out.
Yeah.
I was like, what are those little numbers? And I tapped it, and then the screen popped out, said 1, 2, 3, like choose, like
right.
And I just went through them, and I pressed 2, and I was like, it was reggae, and I was like, okay, it was some tribal seed shit.
It's not reggae.
Yeah. And white boy reggae.
Hi guys. Straight out of Bonita, I got you.
Yeah, shout out to them. And then I pressed the third one, and it's Comedy Now, San Diego's comedy station.
Okay.
So all right, so
it's local comics or just
it's everyone.
Okay.
And they show like bits from like Netflix specials as well. Like it's like all the hits,
Really?
all like great comedy from back in the day and now.
Interesting.
Because they also show some like, or they have some like George Carlin bits that I'm like, I fucking forgot he said that, dude.
Yeah. Still holds very true today. A lot, especially as heavy political stuff. Mm-hmm. You're just kind of like, yeah, not much has changed.
So that's actually how I've been finding about new comics is through that station, right? Or actually comics that have always been on the radar, just I'm never on mine.
You're big on listening to comedy bits in your car.
I love that.
Yeah, I had a hard time doing that. I used to listen to like comedy specials that on CD or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I was always listening to it like top to bottom.
Well, a full set.
A full set. Yeah. I always had a hard time like only hearing an excerpt of the bit. And
it's because certain bits like on their own are so fucking good because like they don't they mesh in with the whole set, but like if just told on their own, they're like, fuck, that's just a funny observation.
Yeah. I mean, I've done it. I've listened to it before, but I don't know. It doesn't hit me as hard. I need it like all in one package. I don't know. And then also like ever since specials were, televised more so or like more readily available, they've been televised for a while, but more readily available, via Netflix or YouTube, I just have a hard time going back. Like, I have a hard time just listening to comedy in my car. Is that weird?
No, it's not weird.
Right.
You've just...
I'm a diva about it?
No, you've... the times have changed. And it's like I think Diego said this when we were in I was going to say middle school. We weren't together in middle school. In high school. When we were together in high school, Diego said, I can't read nonfiction books. Or I can't read fiction books. I can't.
He said that recently too. He still stands by that.
He's like, I can't read fiction books because the movies are just so like they'll paint a way better picture than I ever will in my head. I remember him saying that.
Well, that's a nice admittance that he doesn't have a very creative brain,
which I find very weird because I think you, Diego, and we were together at Plaza Bonita Mall.
Uh-huh. I hate how you just said that, but go on.
And I asked you, what do you want to say, Plaza?
Yeah.
And I asked you folks, like, do you guys have, I think it's called like a not imaginative, like a picture memory or imagination or a monologue imagination. Where like, if I were to say to you, Like, can you picture a table with like a red apple on it? Just right now.
Yeah.
Like
Easily. Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
I have a hard time getting the image just of like table apple. Like
Really?
For me, it's like shiny red apple. Like I need like those.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's happening in the photo. Like I could like describe it to you right now what I saw.
But like I asked Diego that question. I remember we were getting into my car and he was like, basically I just said table and apple and he was like, oh, I see like a bird. Like he just like went through it. Like he has a pretty creative mind.
He has an imaginative mind. Okay.
Creative mind, yeah. So I guess not up to par for movies. So
no, I think he's just lazy.
Yeah.
I think he's just lazy.
That could be it. But
Because I think anyone that struggles imagining that. However, I will say this: there is definitely an element of laziness with him. But I will say this: he did mention a long time ago that he wasn't a Legos kid because he couldn't build stuff creatively. Were you a Legos kid?
I was, but I never had them at the house. I was always someone
like at someone else's house.
Someone else's house. I was like, "Fuck, you have Legos."
Yeah,
like when I would go to George's house.
Right. I wasn't huge. I had some, but I wasn't huge on it. And that's the funny thing. I feel like maybe I myself wasn't that imaginative but I might have been comparing myself to a friend of mine who was just like, he would get Legos and whatever like you were supposed to build with that Legos, he would never build. He built something else, and it was always like
awesome.
Yeah, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's not on the box.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I don't care about that. And I'm like
freestyled it.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, like
Yeah.
my brain doesn't work like that.
That's how George was.
Yeah?
George has always been like really good like at like just making shit, like or making shit look cool, like in his own like creative brain.
So to me, like when I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm not creative. I'm just not creative in that way. Right.
In that avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you obviously are. You're a creative, talented human being, Brian.
Well, thank you.
But circling back to the comedy and the radio station. I was listening to this comedian and he was saying this bit about the comedian had a speech impediment.
Sounds like great comedy, but okay.
And like it was able to I think it was a she was able to control it throughout, and then she says something like I go to speech therapy and then I go to therapy. Mm-hmm. And she goes, and it's sometimes I fuck up both. You know, I'll say something like at speech therapy, they'll give me these exercises to help me like.
And she's like admitting some dark shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I don't know how.
Who's this comic?
First name Drew, I think. Last name
Barrymore.
She does comedy?
I think she tried for a bit.
Donnell just messaged me.
What did he say? When is he coming on?
He said, "Miss you, bro." Oh, I miss you too.
Aw.
Dude, bro.
That's cute.
Oh shit! I was supposed to hang out with him.
You can hang out with him in a bit.
All right. So it's a hot day, and I get home from work.
You talking about today?
Today.
I thought it was hotter yesterday.
Maybe. It's been hot. It's gonna rain next week apparently.
Just Monday, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think it's only like 40% chance or some bullshit. It's not gonna happen.
And my house is right across from the pool.
Right. Like where's this going already?
Yeah. I was gonna say we should take this to the pool, then have like a poolside pod, a pool pod. But no, every day, Brian, I'm seeing weirder and weirder people go take a dip. Because
what do you mean by weird? Define weird and use as many adjectives as you can.
I don't want to sound
derogatory ones too. At that, actually, like really lay into that.
I was gonna say that it's just I shouldn't have said weird. I should have said inappropriate.
Okay, so what do you do?
One of these people that live in this community is, I'm assuming he's European. Little speedos,
Nice.
speedos.
Okay,
bright red.
Loving it already. Now I could tell you
Does
which
not
nation.
have the figure for it though.
Oh, hefty.
Yeah, and hairy as a motherfucker. Just white hair all over himself. Bald head.
So, old man, I'm going to go out on the limb and say he's a Scottish man.
Could have mistaken his towel for a kilt. Mm-hmm.
Now, this may be a little graphic.
Mm-hmm.
Did you check it out?
I had to because he bent down to pick up his towel.
So yeah, one nut slipped out.
Yeah, it's just like, you know. We're young guys, you know. Like we peek out the window, we see people at the pool. We're like, "What's gonna be out there?" And then
you saw that.
Yeah, you see that. What's that George Lopez bit? The chocolate bunny.
Yeah.
You saw the chocolate bunny.
I want to say he's Scottish based on the heftiness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's some fat Germans out there, but I think whatever you saw that he's packing will dictate more which nation he's from.
Is that really a thing?
Bro, the Germans are packing. The Germans pack heat.
Really?
I mean, the Nazis had something going on, right? Not to say that they were good people.
Yeah, not ethically. Yeah.
They had stuff going on, you know.
Oh, and I always bring up that bit that I heard on the radio, Brian.
Okay.
Where is this guy who goes, "Have you ever seen a homeless guy with such a big dick? You no longer feel bad for him."
Yeah, you're like,
he's like, he's got his life figured out.
You're like, you're just lazy, my man. Parlay that shit.
Nah, he's just like, he knows what he's doing. Like he's got his all figured out. This is part of the game. This is part of the.
He's playing the long game here, literally and figuratively. Yeah. I saw a homeless guy jacking off on the train the other day.
There's a homeless guy that's
just gonna bypass that.
Well,
it was a nice technique.
Oh, you studied it. Okay. Oh, well, you're in Chicago, so
that's what I'm saying.
You're gonna run into that shit irregardless.
Well, you know, it's a classic technique, but I don't know if I've actually ever seen it employed in public like that, and just like not giving a fuck. He had a hoodie on.
I mean, Hannibal Buress says it best. Like, if you're gonna jack off, wear a hoodie because it's always better to feel creepier.
Yeah. So he had a hoodie on and some sweats, easy access, right?
Yeah.
And he did the thing where he had like something like maybe like a bag of chips. I don't know what it was, but like a bag, and he had it off to the side. And what he did was he removed his arm from that sleeve and had like the bag of chips on the sleeve. So it looked like he was just chilling with that. And then he went under his hoodie into his sweats.
Yeah.
And then you could just clearly see he's just like stroking it. And I was like,
now,
not gonna lie,
it's pretty slick.
It's pretty slick. It's gross as fuck.
Yeah.
Get the fuck off the train.
I can tell what you're doing.
Yeah.
But that's because it's like, I can tell what you're doing, but it's only because I've been looking at you for the past 45 minutes.
Yeah. And honestly, how have you not come? Also saw a guy piss on the fucking train. That was lovely.
I was gonna say that statement didn't faze me because where I work is in the industrial area of National City, close to a military base where there's also a lot of prostitution. I see a lot of activity.
That's why you should.
I saw so there's like, and I was gonna get into this. There's this local homeless man that lives in like in the parking lot that where my work is, and we give him like cup noodles and shit so he can like, you know, keep guard. He's our watchdog.
I was gonna say
Well, I feel really bad for saying that, but his name's Jerry. We love him, right?
You're employing the homeless, man.
Yeah,
nothing wrong
I'm
with
over here
that.
giving opportunities.
I mean, you're not willing to give them benefits, but you give them some food, you know.
Oh, I remember when like COVID first hit, and he came up to me. He's like, "Hey, Oliver, can I get some coffee?" And I was just like, "Let me pour in a cup and then leave it outside." Like, and he was like, "Why you gotta do that to me, baby?"
Have you smelled yourself, sir?
Oh, dude, this type of guy, like, my family and I, we're pretty charitable in the sense.
Right?
In the sense where like we sponsored an orphanage in Tijuana.
Aww.
We give to the needy regularly.
Sure.
So I saw Jerry. I sized him up, and I was like, he'll probably fit some of my pants and shirts. Mm-hmm. So I bagged it up. I gave it to him, and I go, "Hey man, like, you need some
Merry
clothes?"
Christmas. Yeah.
It was like, "You need some clothes?" And he goes, "I already got clothes." And I go, yeah, but you don't got these, baby. And he goes, you don't just give me like a 6-pack or something? I was like, for real?
Oh, then you want to be here, Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry, you want to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's your closet? You got clothes? Where's your closet?
He tows a little, you know, like those. So he has a bike, and the tires are, I don't know how the fuck he's riding on it. The spokes are all broke. It's awesome. But he tows around in like that little cart that's for kids, you know, like that has like a little shade and everything.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I know
and
what you're talking
that's his like mobile little.
That's his house.
That's his, yeah. And he has like a, I don't know what.
Honestly, kind of like him already.
Yeah.
I like Jerry.
Yeah, but I've seen him get head one time. Like,
Now that, I want to meet the woman actually more than Jerry. 'Cause Jerry, I don't think he's washing up all that often. So
she wasn't either.
Oh, okay.
She was a fellow
A fellow person doesn't need clothes.
person without a home.
Well, maybe Jerry let her spend the night in that little thing.
Well, you know, close by is the little
Chick-fil-A.
no. Behind it is I guess it's a trail that leads up to the marina.
Sure.
That's like alongside that sewer line on the fucking 54.
I know, it smells amazing every time you drive by there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of overpasses there. It's a lot of bridge people.
Oh,
People
yeah.
hanging out under the bridge.
Yeah, it ain't going to be cool, I'll tell you that much. But yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where Jerry found her.
That's where Jerry found her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I remember I was driving to my office like 5:45 in the morning.
Sure.
And I see Jerry just like, he did the thing that if you've been in like the hood or you've been around hood people, you can kind of see, and I think this is a Tracy Morgan bit where he's like, you can witness someone getting head because like they're just like looking around.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
I like that.
And that's what I saw. I saw Jerry just looking around,
Yeah.
just like, because he's never like that. And I'm
Right,
like,
right.
Oh, he's getting something.
Yeah.
And then like a couple minutes later,
Another head pops up.
another head pops up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good woman.
I wonder.
I want to know what he bribed her with.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Maybe the coffee you left outside. He's like, I got some. This is lukewarm at this point. You know, it ain't hot, but you know.
Oh, I made that comment this morning because someone had left the coffee maker, had turned it off
Yeah.
when I came back to the office. And lukewarm coffee does not taste good.
No,
Hot
but-
coffee or cold coffee.
Yeah,
or
it's
iced
one or
coffee.
the other.
Yeah.
One of the extremes. Because that's why I said it's lukewarm. Like it ain't gonna be good. Yeah.
Unlike pizza, where pizza can be hot, cold, lukewarm. It
Doesn't matter.
It's good. It's pizza.
It doesn't matter. When it's good, it's fucking good.
Oh man,
I like Jerry. I want to meet this man.
you don't. You don't. He's very.
He's not a good guard, actually.
Yeah.
He falls asleep at the post quite often.
The people. So the carpenters that are in the unit next to us, they also employ Jerry to wash their cars and stuff. And they give him
Really?
money. Yeah.
Okay.
They give Jerry money to wash their cars and and watch over.
Jerry's got a simple life.
Jerry's got a simple life. He's happy with what he's got.
Some people are content.
And I remember I went outside and I saw the bucket, the brush, everything, and Jerry's bicycle and cart, but no Jerry. And Miguel, the shop owner next door, the carpenters, walks over to me and he goes, "Hey man, have you seen Jerry?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I gave him $5 like to wash my car." And I was like, "Oh,
He fucking took off.
yeah." He's like, "I think he took off." And I was like, "But he's gonna come back because he left all the shit here."
Right.
Like his life is right here. Yeah. And-
Meanwhile, you see him over yonder, and he's like,
yeah. And Jerry comes back with like a fifth.
"My man."
Yeah. And he's taking swigs. And I was like, "Hey Jerry, like Miguel's looking for you. Wants you to finish his car." And he goes, Yeah, I'm on it. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go outside and then I see Miguel talking to Jerry, like, "Hey man, like, where you been?" He was like, "Oh, like I had to go get like some lunch." And he goes, "Lunch? Like I just gave came here. I just gave you the $5. Like I turned around, you're gone." And he goes, "Can you please wash my truck?"
Yeah.
And Jerry goes, "Yeah, but can I take a little break first?" I was like, "You haven't even started, Jerry. Like I'm in my office, like talking shit out the window. Like Jerry, just do it, like please, for all of us, baby."
I love this man. I love it. I mean, it's only $5. Gotta keep up with the inflation rates there, Miguel.
Yeah. But $5 is a long way when you don't got much, man.
Well, I think Jerry actually has more than he's leading on. I think so.
You think he's balling and he's
I don't
just
think
trying to? It's just trying to not
social
play,
experiment.
Not try to pay. What was it?
Tax?
Homeowners tax.
Yeah. I think Jerry's got something going on. He's got something down the pipe.
I've met so many people along my travels in life that I'm like, how the fuck have you not gotten like caught up yet? Like they live life one con at a time, like one hustle at a time in a way where it's like,
Give me an example. Give me a name. Let's burn him out right
remember my roommate's employer? You never met him, but I've told you stories where my roommate at one point was like, "Hey man, like we're gonna go sell insurance door to door."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Like I've met that. So like his name.
You still talk to him?
No.
Okay.
His name's Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey is a very, very, very like anorexic looking Japanese guy.
Maybe he's dead already.
I don't know, but like he's like I'm skinny, but he's like bone.
Yeah.
And he pulls like a motherfucker.
So does Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out the reason why he pulls is because of he's just conning everyone.
Yeah, he's got a mouth, huh?
He's got a mouth, dude.
Now here's the thing, though. Is he well off? Because there's like that Tinder swindler guy.
The way he comes off is like he doesn't have a cushion.
I don't know if that
financial cushion. Like what he's got is what he's got, and he's gonna live however he's gonna live. So like he's like, I feel like buying a new car today.
Yeah, he could blow it at any moment. Right. Okay. So he's just not smart with the finances, but he can ascend.
He can ascend.
Okay.
Because he's had moments where I'm like, how the fuck you score this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, you know me, baby, chucking and jiving.
You know,
that's not how he talks.
I know, but that's so wild because I feel like people like that, like they don't have an anxious nerve in their body. How can you like con without the fear of like this is going to blow the fuck up?
Yeah, like I'm not saying he ran a Ponzi scheme, but people that run Ponzi schemes,
yeah,
like how are you not nervous that like, oh, it's creeping up, it's creeping up. I got 8 people I owe now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like it's something even more serious, like I'm gonna go to fucking prison for a long time. Yeah.
Which
and looking how you describe them, he's gonna be holding someone's pocket.
Yeah. Hold my pocket.
He's holding someone's pocket.
I just, you know me, I love a good crime drama. I love a good.
You do.
I love like, for example, TV shows about, drug dealers and shit like that.
You are a Breaking Bad fan.
But it's because it's something that's a fantasy. I would never do that. But if there were
Narcos, don't you?
If there was any type of crime that I would ever be like,
yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah,
it'd have to be like some white collar financial crime kind of shit, dude. Like,
well, I mean, that's definitely the one that you're gonna make the most money in.
That, and I feel like you go to like Club Fed. You don't really go to like the big time penitentiaries, like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
I mean,
because have you seen? Like, I was watching this docu series on the different types of prisons.
I was gonna say the Catholic Church, but yeah.
And there was like this episode on, the prisons that like white collar crime people go to, and it's a fucking day spa, dude. It looks like a rehab center.
It's like the Martha Stewart shit.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly. Yeah.
So again, if I were ever to commit crime, it'd be to go to that jail.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the regular jail seems a little scary.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do well. I wouldn't do well. I'd probably kill myself before. I'd Epstein myself. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like in court, like as you're being sentenced?
No,
like,
probably
just bash your head into
probably-
the table a bunch of times.
No, I would wait for the sentencing. I am big on hope. I've learned about that very recently about myself, that I do cling to the tiniest fiber of hope for almost anything. And as nervous and anxious as I would be, maybe that would kill me before the sentencing. I would wait for the sentencing, whatever it is that I'm being accused of. And if it's like jail for life kind of shit, as soon as they put me back there, yeah, I'm doing something. I'm going out. I'm just like, no. Especially if there's like no room for appeal, none of that. Like, yeah.
Death row.
Yeah, like fuck that. Yeah, I'm out.
Why wait all that time?
Yeah. Why prolong this? Like, this is stupid. Yeah.
Have you seen like all the death row stories, as in like the last meal requests and everything?
I've seen some. That stuff is just like, it's not for me, man. I don't know.
So
don't like
while I'm
it.
watching these things,
Yeah, why? Why do you watch them?
so I know what not to do.
You don't know what not to do?
No, I mean, yeah, but like I learned through other people's mistakes.
Give me the most recent mistake that you were like, hey, I shouldn't do that. I think at this point, you're in your 30s now. You know what not to do.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just
You need a little friendly reminder here and there?
Yeah.
Netflix, remind us again.
Yeah.
Oh, don't rape the cat. I don't know.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah. You're not?
Let me write that down. So when you're on death row, apparently you are given the luxury of
Right.
any
meal.
Yeah. Before you get executed.
Right.
So some people go all out. They're like, give me fucking steak, lobsters, all this shit, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Yeah. All on our taxpayers' dime. Yeah.
And they go all out. They'll get like the fancy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's the people that are like, give me a single green bean. Or like, give me a cup of ice. Like, or there's people that just deny it completely. It's like, what's the point? Like,
Yeah, I would probably be that person.
That-
When I'm really stressed, I can't eat. So it's like, what is this shit? Yeah. Yeah. But I'd kill myself before I even get there.
damn. Nah, you'd be on suicide watch.
No, because I wouldn't exhibit any.
You'd act normal. Hey, guys. it's
They'd have
just
to
me.
They'd have to sift through all our podcasts to find out me saying, "I'm gonna do it, guys."
And then when they finally get to the episode, they're like, it's too late.
It's too late. He already offed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, so you watch these things. I say you watch an equal part comedy and drama, right?
Yes.
Now, let me ask you something. Excuse me. That shit's got me burping like a motherfucker.
The drama is the Mexican in me. It's the soap operas. It's
No, it has.
yeah, dude. It's what it
Do
is.
you really think that's what it is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because I love seeing emotions. I love seeing like confrontation and like and like just people.
Now,
being,
did my dad have to be Mexican for me to get that? Because my mom used to watch novelas all the time. I think she still watches that shit, and I'm just like, dude, like this does nothing for me. Like,
maybe, I don't know.
yeah, like, was your dad into that shit?
Yeah, my dad and my mom would like be like, "Oh shit, it's on!" Like, shut the
Really?
fuck up! Like, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
There was
And
one growing
a
up.
lot of fucking guys in Mexico watch novellas, dude.
Yeah, there was one in that I remember, American soap opera that my parents both got into. I remember back in the 80s, and it was a big deal because I think the finale was early 90s, and that was like the last one I think I ever saw my dad like get into, and it was just.
But you never saw like teen shows, because those are technically kind of like
Yeah, you know it's funny.
90210, that kind of shit.
I never got into 90210. Never got into Melrose Place. Nothing. Did nothing for me.
Let me tell you about a little show called Degrassi.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I remember I had a girlfriend in high school obsessed with Degrassi, and I was like, the fuck is this shit? This bullshit,
George
dude.
and I fucking loved that show.
Dude.
I still love that.
Yeah, so did my high school girlfriend. She fucking loved that show. I was like, I don't get it, dude. I like just...
I think the reason I liked it because first
I'll
of all,
tell you what I did watch
Canadians-
for a season, though, but go on.
Canadians do
Drake.
a really good job of inclusion. They've always done a really good job of inclusion. Because it was the only show that I would see on TV. I was like, hey, that guy looks like me. You know?
It's the Great White North, you know? That's what they call it.
Yeah, and it'd be like everyone in the cast wasn't just white. or
Right,
it'd be like the token, like,
Hey, I mean, their prime minister does blackface, so he's all
because
about
he's all inclusive.
He's all inclusive like that.
Like he's trying to say, like, hey guys,
Yeah.
I can come to the cookout.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah. Look at me.
Yeah, like-
blue eyes, black skin.
yeah.
I'll throw a turban on if I want to as
Yeah.
well.
But yeah, so Degrassi.
Shout out to the man Trudeau.
Yeah, we'll never forget that image.
Fucking guys.
He looks all like I'm fucking like I'm having a great time.
So Degrassi did it for you.
Yeah, but go back. What was the show that you saw that you were like, maybe you binged it as an adult?
I'll tell you what I binged. Technically, I was an adult, and I'll tell you what I binged. And you know what I think? Why I binged it more than anything else? Weed's a hell of a drug. And I remember just out of high school, it was in syndication, like on TBS, early mornings when I would wake and bake before class or before I had to go to work or something like that.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, what is this, like a shocker? Every college kid did this, by the way.
Not me.
Not you, because you didn't smoke until after,
Right.
allegedly.
Go, Brian.
Anyway, Dawson's Creek.
I was just thinking. I was like, I know you watched this.
I watched Dawson's Creek, but I don't know if I saw every episode, but I did see a lot because for like an hour every day, it was in syndication on TBS. They fucking showed it. And so in the morning, I'd be like, all right, like I'll fucking smoke, and then I just turn on. And I think because after that was
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell was, I think, after that. And
That's-
that's not a soap opera.
It's a teen drama.
No, it's not. That's a comedy.
It's a teen drama. Brian.
It's not drama.
They talked about
they had
pressing
drama
issues.
You know what it is? More so than anything else. It's just after school special.
Yeah.
Even though it was on Saturday mornings.
The episode when Jesse was addicted to the caffeine pills.
Dude, that's a serious episode.
That's a serious
I'm
episode.
yeah, it's such a great one, dude. But and then
Oh, I used to froth it to Lisa Turtle, dude.
of course you did. Mine was obviously the Kapowski.
Yeah.
As was majority, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it to her too.
Yeah.
It'd be insulting not to.
Yeah. Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Yeah. Shout out to you.
Shout out, girl. Another one that I did I think because while I was in high school, it came out, and I don't know if I finished the whole season. Maybe I did one season. And this is funny because my dad actually got into it. I was like, dude, you're a little old for this shit, but he got into it.
He was like, the chicks are hot, man.
I think that's exactly what it was. I 100% think that's exactly what it was. It was One Tree Hill.
That's exactly what it was. Your dad was like, this show's great.
He's just like, woo. Look at that. Yeah. He's like, she's not really in high school.
Yeah, like all those shows, like Dawson's Creek and everything. Like it was
I'll tell you,
20-year-olds playing high schoolers.
bro, Dawson's Creek was like 30-year-olds.
It's
Because
like-
90210 was like 30-years playing high school kids.
It's like Euphoria, dude.
I haven't seen it.
A lot of dicks.
I heard.
lot
Really?
of dicks.
Really?
A lot of dicks.
Before we talk about Euphoria, let me.
Lot of
Did you
dicks.
get into Dawson's Creek?
No, never seen it.
Oh, you never seen it?
Never seen it.
Bro, watch one episode, not like in the beginning. Watch like one episode, season 3 or 4. This was, I think, also one of the reasons why I started watching it too. When you're high and you're just out of high school, and these kids are supposed to be in high school, and you're listening to the dialogue, you're like, no fucking
High schooler
kid
talks like this.
speaks like this.
Yeah.
This is like the most educated professor who's already got tenure and he's been at the university for 30 to 40 years. That's the kind of person that speaks like. It was just so grandiose and everything that I was just like, you're saying words I don't even comprehend, and I
Yeah.
just graduated. Like, no way, no, yeah. It was wild. Yeah, watch one as a social experiment.
I'll try, I'll try.
just random.
I was watching Euphoria,
Yeah.
and
Zendaya's in that one, right?
yes,
She is.
Yes,
She
yeah.
a main character or just?
Yeah, she's the main character.
Oh, she is the main character.
One of kind of It's a whole thing. Well, point is, they show a lot of dicks. They show a lot of titties, and
She doesn't really
everything.
have any though. But
she's not showing that.
Gotcha.
She doesn't show any, but the other characters around her do.
they're nice.
Yeah, and
They're not really in high school. Right?
that's what I'm. But that's that's where my mind went. I was
Right.
like, I can't believe they're showing the 17-year-old. Like, this is child pornography. Like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Because in the show, they're like, oh yeah, like I'm 17, and then spread eagle and shit. Like,
No.
yeah.
Wait, so you seen Bush?
No, I don't think I see Bush.
Oh, okay.
No, I do remember seeing something.
Okay. Selling me more and more.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's what I'm trying to say is that like for like Thunder Gun, for so many years they were just showing titties and
Titties and
butts.
ass and yeah.
For that,
But
like
now the guys are getting their fair shake.
now
man.
the guys are getting their fair share.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I gotta see it. So a lot of hanging dong, huh?
a lot of hanging dong, dude.
Anything that would make me feel ashamed?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because not only
Like, no way. He's in high school?
yeah, dude. Because one of like the biggest like bits and like the whole talk of the show is that like because they show a dick and then
Yeah.
and the motherfucker's holding an Evian bottle.
Hey, man.
Like
Get the fuck
yeah,
outta here.
dude. And it brought me back to a conversation from people that we know.
Yeah.
That we overheard them. I overheard them say like you can't just send a dick pic. Just like a raw dick, you have to have something to compare it to.
Right. Yeah.
And she was like,
Scale.
she said like a smart bottle at least. And I'm like, in my head, like, what?
Like, who are you talking to?
Exactly.
Smart bot.
Which
Dude, I'm like those little arrowhead ones. That you get, like,
the
half size.
the 8 ounce ones.
yeah, like give me that.
Oh my god!
And then when you send it, you're like, believe it or not, that's a full arrowhead.
Just warp the image.
yeah, exactly.
And in that episode of Euphoria, Zendaya goes through like a PowerPoint presentation of like the proper way to send a dick pic.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So is this show funny? Because that sounds funny.
yeah, it has its moments where we're like, but it's
Yeah.
mostly a drama.
And I hear it's pretty dark.
It's dark. That's why I liked it.
There's like suicide involved stuff too.
There's some people talk about it.
But you don't see people killing themselves.
No,
or
no.
people getting raped. I heard there's some,
Yeah.
I heard there's some like raping shit.
Yeah. What? All of a sudden you're out?
I don't like that.
You watch Girl with the Dragon Tattoo?
That is true. That is true. But she gets her revenge.
Yeah.
Pretty legit.
Yeah. Tattoos. Yeah, right. She tattoos on the guy?
Oh, well, she fucking wrecks his life. Yeah. He holds her pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This show, and then I'm going through it, and I'm seeing all these things, and I'm thinking about every dick pic that I sent. Sent one today actually to my girl. I always surprise her with.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that. You actually sent it to me too.
Well, you're not supposed to say that on camera, but yeah.
Not bad.
I was trying to get a rating from you, and okay, so this is. It's funny I said that. So again, I thought about all the dick pics I've sent in my life because
Sure.
we've all sent dick pics. It happens.
Only recently.
Yeah, and
I was never really that guy.
yeah. Well, you have to be now because it's a digital era.
Yeah.
And
Sent one-
first of
sent
all,
one last week.
let's clarify that Morning Drinkers does not condone unsolicited dick pics because that is illegal.
Now.
It is illegal.
Wait, I thought that was a UK thing. I don't think it's illegal here yet.
It's illegal in my eyes here as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You'll be all right.
So I'm thinking about all the penis pics and everything, and then I thought about our previous episode where we discussed how everything is online,
Sure.
and I'm like, holy shit,
Yeah.
no one is safe. Whatever you even if you send it to someone, it's in the
out there.
clouds.
It's in the-
It's up there.
In the ether.
Yeah, like even if you DM it.
Don't DM it.
So-
I know someone who's big on doing it via WhatsApp because it's encrypted. I'm like, bro, the fact that you say it's encrypted means it could be unencrypted. Ja, Phil?
Yes. But I'm trying to think of like, okay, say you're desperate. you really, really want to send a dick pic. You're like, you know,
I don't have that much pride in my dick where I'm like, someone needs to see this.
It's like, there's good lighting, you know, it's golden hour.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the sun's setting just right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? And you have, maybe you have a significant other like I do, and you were like, she maybe want to see this.
Yeah.
Because you don't want it in the clouds and everything.
Sure. Well, you go back Polaroids or what?
You Polaroid, you mail it. Have the post office read it for you.
Well, now you get into some other shaky territory. What if postman, post female, post person sees the unit, whatever.
Well, it's not a manila folder. Yeah,
but let's say they mistake the unit.
Yeah.
There's some curious people that are like, I'll just open the mail. It came to my place, and they open the mail.
Even though it's illegal. It's illegal, but
it's illegal, but then look at my dick.
They'd be illegally looking at my dick because that wasn't addressed to them, Brian.
Now check.
And now a court case is settled, and I win.
I was gonna say, now that is an interesting court case,
where I win.
But in these times,
that they're gonna show.
I don't think it's as black and white.
Show it to the jury like this is the picture that he sent.
Yeah, because then they would have to bring in the original intended recipient in.
Yeah.
And then let's say
I pissed her off that day.
Exactly.
And she's like, I didn't request that.
I didn't request it. Now you're back in the hot seat.
Yeah.
And now you got two people saying, I didn't want this dick pic. And you're like, I have a stranger opening my mail. They're like, doesn't matter. You sent a bad dick pic.
Oh my God. All right. The way I'm getting out of this is I'm gonna look at the judge and be like, Your Honor,
let me see your dick.
You don't understand. It was golden hour. The light was
Take
perfect.
a look at it. It's actually quite flattering.
I mean, say I accidentally took a picture of my dick with a Polaroid. You have the picture already.
Right.
What are you gonna do with it? Put it on the fridge? No.
You might. What if you put it on the fridge? You have some guests come over. And they're like, what the fuck? It's unsolicited in a sense because they're like, I wasn't anticipating. You're like, yeah, but you're in my place.
You knew the risk.
You knew at any moment a dick would be right there in front of you.
And then you'd be back in court because there was no sign saying that like once you pass this door.
They Louis C.K'd me.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think the justice system is equipped for this age.
No.
I think we need to revamp it.
Yeah.
Let's write our local politicians and get this started. We need to write some new legislation.
Well, I mean, I do like the fact that everyone is innocent until proven guilty.
I don't think so. It used to be, but now the court of public opinion that is Twitter. No, not anymore. You're fucked. You put a dick on your fridge, bro, you are going to jail. Straight to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Believe it or not.
That's why there's no dick on my fridge right now.
Yeah.
It's like,
go to the bathroom.
What? Yeah. It's like I think like male sperm ejacts out of you like at a 27 mile per hour.
Sure.
And that's why it's illegal in a school zone to do it in a school zone. Because it's 25 miles per hour limit.
I get the joke. And in fact, I think I've heard or read that joke before.
Yeah, it was a meme.
And
with the Cars logo.
That's why I hate it more. Yeah, that's why I hate it more.
Ka-chow!
Ka-chow! Ka-chow! Holy fuck, bro.
But yeah, don't jerk off near a school. Don't.
I think there's more reasons not to, but sure.
Don't.
Yeah. I don't think a speed infraction is my biggest worry if I'm jacking it in front of a school. I got other fucking issues.
What if you're jacking it while driving? Excess the speed limit. Can they get you twice?
That's double jeopardy. That's double jeopardy. Pick whatever speed infraction.
Yeah. Which one's better? Yeah. Which one's worse? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. So I was watching the movie Horrible Bosses, I think it's called.
It's a good movie. Is this with Charlie Day,
Yes,
Jason Bateman, and Jason Sudeikis?
And it was my first time ever seeing it.
It's good.
There's a scene where they're in a pub.
Mm-hmm. With Jamie Foxx? Or a difference? They're in that same bar all the time.
I think so. And one of the characters says like, well, I'm not the one that's a registered sex offender.
Yeah, because we're taking a piss.
Yeah, the guy was like, I was just taking a piss. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that could really get you fucking.
Yeah. That's legit. Like you're automatically on the list.
And it brought me back to Europe because when we were in France,
Yeah,
they were pushing public urination everywhere.
A lot.
Yeah,
and as an American, I was like, I think I could solve some of your issues for why it smells so bad around here.
Okay, this is one of the topic. The French smell horrible. All right, they're good people. Like in a way, they got good architecture.
Yeah, of course they smell.
They smell god awful. All right.
Yeah.
I hugged a few people. I'm like, you know what?
That's why I don't hug strangers all that often, man. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know where you've
But
been.
in France, you kiss people on the cheek and then
Yeah.
But yeah, they smell bad. It's funny because we were at a bar and I remember our friend's friend put her arm around me.
You're like, don't ever do that again.
And I was about to grab the lime, I'm sorry, that was on my drink and like brush her armpit because that's Mexican deodorant.
Yeah. I hear Brad Pitt does something similar.
Well, he's earthy, you know.
He
like,
is.
yeah. Probably one of his kids that he adopted was like, "This is what we do."
Maybe.
Yeah, that's him, right? Him and Angelina's.
Yeah. They adopted a lot of kids.
A whole rainbow of kids.
That's a nice way of looking at it.
It's a very gender neutral PC way of saying it.
Stop. It's a very Degrassi family they got there.
Exactly. Now, Degrassi, soap operas and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Why? So you brought it up because you said that you can't get into it.
Man, I can get into some dramas for sure.
And the reason I told you I'm into it is because I like seeing emotion.
No,
so
you said because you're Mexican.
Yeah, because the reason is what attracts me to him is I like seeing like emotion, like seeing like reactions to emotion.
Yeah.
So when you see it on camera, like the over exaggeration and everything, like you get annoyed.
Maybe maybe what it is actually a lot is maybe the actor or acting. It could be actor acting, or even the dialogue itself removes me. There are some dramas that are like obviously objectively, undeniably like, fuck, I feel that.
Yeah.
But majority of the time when I watch it, I'm like, nah, son, nah. Like you ain't selling me. I don't know what it is. I'm not a great actor, but
you can't even flip it turn into a comedy.
Well, that's the problem. And then if I'm watching it with someone and they're like,
yeah,
and then I'm laughing, I'm now in double trouble.
Well, it's a Bill Burr bit. He's like, we're not allowed to cry or to like.
Oh, bro, I'm very. And so here's another reason. Actually, I'm actually very emotional. So if I find that they do hit the button and it fucking triggers me, I just don't want to feel that way. I don't want to fucking feel sad.
I guess.
Why do I want to feel sad?
But you're not sad.
I feel sad on my own. I need something else piling on top of it. Fuck off.
I guess.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. I feel bummed a lot often. Like, why do I need something else to further bum me out? You know? So I gravitate towards things that are gonna make me laugh.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of a bummer.
I guess. I don't think you're a bummer.
Yeah, because you see me laughing because we're a lot of comedy stuff.
But when we've had our moments of seriousness and
yeah, but obviously but see, that's my point. We've had our moments of seriousness. That's real life. You can't avoid that. So to me, it's like.
But you can avoid a show.
But I can avoid a show. Yeah. Because I already have elements of seriousness, whether it's between me and Diego, me and a girlfriend, or me and an ex-girlfriend. Like there's already drama in my life regarding that. That why do I need to create or watch artificial drama in order for me to get in touch with something that I already deal with? Like no, that's just going to make me feel double shit. Does that make sense?
I guess. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense, but because I enjoy the dramas, I'm like, get over it, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's fine. It's like, okay, that's fine. Like you like you're not the only one. There's a lot of people that enjoy dramas, but it's just like, man, there's a reason. There's a saying called "laughter is the best medicine." It's not drama.
Yeah.
It's fucking lit. Everybody needs to fucking laugh more.
Yeah.
And then
I do that in my truck.
and you do it all the time. That's why I'm saying you have a nice like balance of it. But I always look at it as like a grand scale of it too. I'm not big on watching the news, but I do like to stay informed a little bit, here and there. My mom is huge on the news. Everybody's big on the news, and then when you're on the social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Everything.
You can't escape it.
You can't escape it. Everything is actually like a drama thing.
Yeah.
And everything is so serious. It's just a fucking bummer all the time. That's how I look at it. I look at it as a grand scale. I'm like, there is so much to be bummed about because people are always talking about that. I don't want to watch a drama show that is going to further bum me out. So I usually just like check out. Even if it's good, I usually am just like, yeah, nah. I'm just like, no. There's enough already that I see that fuck that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'll watch Euphoria.
A lot of dicks.
I'll probably eventually watch Euphoria. I don't know. The last drama, which was also a sci-fi that I watched, but it was definitely a drama as well, was Dark on Netflix. I remember I told you about this one, right?
You saw Ozark?
Yeah, I didn't finish it though because they came out with a new season. Like last year? I didn't.
You still saw it?
No, I didn't continue. I didn't watch it. I stopped watching it. I realized too. I was like, I got hooked for a little bit, but it was easy to quit. It was very easy to quit. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just really enjoy him, dude. Like, also because I like seeing good acting.
Yeah, but that brought me to my point. There's a lot of bad.
There's a lot of bad acting.
There's a lot of bad dialogue.
When you see it, oh yeah.
That's why I said when you see it though, you're like, all right, this is undeniably
like The Sopranos. Fuck, dude. Like The Sopranos ending, by the way, I think that's one of the endings that like really like made me like, what the fuck?
Right. Hey, bro, look at fucking it's speaking of mafia shit and gangster mob stuff, Goodfellas is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
It's not a comedy. There's elements that are funny, but it's not a comedy.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite movies though.
Yeah. Like Joey Diaz talks about Scarface, how he now sees that movie, how because of where he was in his life, it went from a drama to now he sees it as a comedy.
Yeah.
Because there's so many instances throughout there, like back then you're like, oh fuck, that's badass. And now you're like, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
There's a scene where Tony Montana shoves his face in a mountain of cocaine.
Yeah.
And he gets up and he
iconic,
goes,
yeah.
And he goes, I gotta get organized. It's like, what?
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
I do own some. One of the ones that I think it has shitty reviews, but I thought it was pretty fascinating. It's definitely a drama. It had elements of. Did you ever see Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind? That's a
Will Ferrell?
No. That's
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Yes.
And Kate Winslet.
Yes.
That one's very much.
That's the one where he's like in her head or she's in his head.
No, he's trying to erase
the memories.
of
Yeah,
her.
yeah, that's the one.
That one's intense.
Yeah.
Love that movie. I think that one's
50
good.
First Dates kind of feel to it.
No, not at all. Super dark.
Yeah.
Super dark. Love that. But there was a movie that I was about to reference right now. Fuck, I forget the name of it. It came out a while ago already, but it had elements of that. And it was with Jason Segel and Robert Redford. And the premise essentially was that there is life after death. And so, I think it's called The Discovery. And Robert Redford he's Jason Segel's dad in the film. And he's a doctor, and he discovered and proved in his research, and I say prove because his son, who's also a doctor, wasn't convinced, that there is a place you go after you die. So it's a crazy opening scene because like once it comes out on TV, you have like this guy that's like, fuck it, boom, just blows, just fucking off.
Just as like, I want to see it.
Well, just because he's like, my life sucks. If there is life after this, maybe that one will be better.
Yeah.
So that like happens on live TV and it's great. So this is also a drama, you know?
Yeah.
It's an intense movie where I was like, whoa.
Wait, that just triggered me. Didn't that happen in U.S. history? Wasn't there like a governor or something like that that blew his brains out on live TV? Like I
don't remember that at all.
I remember like seeing a video in history.com or something like that. Where it was like this governor, this senator, someone like some city official or something like that.
Yeah.
He gets caught for like financial fraud or something. And the day that he's like doing a press conference, he's like he has like a manila folder or like a folder, and he pulls out a gun and just blows his brains out on TV. Fuck, I gotta look.
Don't remember that, but all I'm saying is that there are some dramas that are just undeniably good, and I've seen a good fucking Good Will Hunting.
Yeah,
you know, like there are just films that you're like, I am sold on everything. I fucking believe it, and I'm in. But
Bud Dreyer is the guy that did it.
Oh.
Yeah. Politician who killed himself on television in 1987.
Wow.
Yeah, you look that up on YouTube. It's all over the place.
I'd rather not. I'm cool. Nah.
Yeah.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I walk a thin line of let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
And let's just laugh. Life is cool. You know, it's very thin tightrope that I walk there. I'm a sensitive dude, man. I'm telling you, like shit like that will shake me, believe it or not. And I remember you've seen 21 Grams.
Was that with Benicio del Toro?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, long time ago. I need to rewatch that.
That's intense. That's an intense one too. And I remember, it was probably over 10 years ago. Yeah, definitely over 10 years ago. And I've had this thing with dramas for a while. And
is that the one where supposedly you lose 21 grams?
That's like your soul. Yeah. So I remember I was like, all right, I'm gonna give this movie a shot. Everybody fucking loves it. It's apparently really, really fucking good. So I wake up. It's like Saturday morning or something, like 9 a.m. I was like, all right, it's time to watch this movie. That is the worst way to start your day. It's to watch.
Oh fuck, dude!
To watch a movie like that. It fucked up the rest of the day. And I was like, this is why
you watch these at night.
I was like, but then
and you go to bed that way.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. I was like, dude, this is why I just do not like watching stuff like this because it just bums me the fuck out. I watched some things that were more drama related with my ex-girlfriend when we were living together, and even she had the same thing where it's like her mentality was like, this is probably gonna bum us out. Let's watch it
in the afternoon.
Yeah, or like early evening.
Yeah.
And then when it's done, let's watch a comedy that we both like, so it could like offset that feeling.
That reminds me because when I used to live with my ex, when we were in college, she had to do some school report where they made her rewatch Roots.
Dude, a great comedy. But
so I remember like I rewatched Roots with because they did a redo of Roots.
Yeah,
it was a redo of Roots and
Yeah.
And we watched it together, and I just remember like before going to bed, we're like, yo, we're gonna watch some like cartoons or something. Like,
yeah, man. That's my thing. Is like if you have to watch something to wash away whatever the fuck it is that you watched before, is it really worth it? Is it really? Do you really want to do it? I mean, if you do, you do. But like, I'd rather just like,
yeah. I don't know.
But I'll watch. So, but that show that I told you about, the kid with Thomas Jefferson.
That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
That show is actually pretty funny, man. And I think you will. Granted, you and I aren't middle school girls. Like we weren't middle school girls, but like, man, if it doesn't like trigger some nostalgia via the music and just overall the mannerisms like of a middle school kid, the awkwardness and the intensity. Mm-hmm. Do you remember the intensity and how serious you would take it when like a girl would look at you a certain way and you're like, oh my God, I think they like, and then like your friends would be like, dude, she likes you, bro. She likes you.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like you're like, holy shit.
Dude, I remember one time I was in 8th grade
Yeah.
And I was at a new school,
Yeah.
but which sucks, by the way, when you change schools in 8th grade.
Never did, but sure.
Huh?
I mean, I never did, so, but.
Yeah, so for me, it was like, I'm going to a new school to graduate with a bunch of people that have known each other probably since kindergarten.
Right. Yeah, you're such an outsider.
Yeah. So I remember, like, I immediately saw this girl. She was really cute.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit. And the teacher was like, hey, this is our new student. Oliver. Like, I sit next to her. And I'm like, sit next to her.
Yeah.
And I just remember that, like, we sat down next to each other and I didn't look at her for the entire time, but I was like, what the fuck am I going to say?
Right.
And I just remember, like, our elbows touched the entire time we sat next to each other.
She likes me. She didn't move it. She didn't move it. I didn't move it. We're basically a couple.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I just remember that, like, it was like bell rang recess. She got up and she was like, "You're not gonna go to recess?" I'm like, give me 45 minutes. Like, in my head, I had this huge erection right now.
Yeah.
It's like I can't get up. Honestly, my legs are a little weak.
So that's what this show is like, dude. That is what this show is like. And so you watch, you're like, you're like, oh my god.
But that's Big Mouth for me.
Yes, but Big Mouth, it skews a little more male, but it does address the females, which I like because there's a balance. This one is just, there's both as well, but it's not animated.
Because let me tell you something. My girlfriend and I, let me rephrase this. My girlfriend talks shit about her sister always watching high school like shows.
Right.
Like the new age high school shows that are on Netflix and shit where like it's like you can only be in high school with that attention span and enjoy these.
But this isn't that because the main characters are literally in their mid-30s.
Ah, okay.
So it's the writing and formulation of everything is very well articulated. And dude, it's hilarious because they get away with it because they're females. If the roles were reversed, holy shit, this would have never aired or gotten picked up by anything. Because there is an episode where they have to, it's boys and girls, and they have to go, they go into the closet or whatever to make out. Bro, these are girls that are like in their 30s, and these are actual like middle school kids. And you're like, wait, what? You're like, if this was flipped, you and I make a show where we get middle school girls.
And we make out with them.
Yeah, you're just like, what? Yeah.
No, there has to be parental consent. Because if you remember...
No. So it's creative how they navigated it. They don't actually do it, but it's trust me, dude. It's just like, it's very well done. And I think so there's two main characters. I think
that just brings me to like all the school teachers have been banging these kids.
Yeah.
And they're hot. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I know. Was I not good looking at? Yeah. No, but one of the main characters, her name's Maya in real life and in the show. She's the the Japanese girl. Dude, her comedy and like her physical comedy is fucking on point.
Really?
It's hilarious. She's fucking hilarious. Her dad's actually a famous jazz drummer, by the way. Yeah. Shout out to Peter Erskine. Fuck. Anyway. I was going to say, we should probably wrap it up soon.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. I got judo later. Not till later.
You got you, though?
Yeah, but, are you going to stick around?
Why?
I got some tuna steaks that I'm going to throw in the Traeger.
I'm going to see. I'm going to see what's up. I'm going to probably cut this right now. But, yeah, maybe. What time's judo, like 8 or something for you? Something ridiculous? Jesus Christ.
So, in like 2 hours.
Yeah. I'll see what's up. Let's wrap it up and I'll see what's up. And then, this was fun.
All right. So, morning drinkers, y'all. Thank you for coming.
Like and subscribe.
Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon.
The sun's still out.
I know. Jeez.
Yeah.
All right.